Welcome back to another tutorial with Miss Sweet. Today we are exploring the themes within the poem Tissue. Grab yourself a warm drink, gather your notes and let's go. Our first theme is power. The poem uses tissue as a metaphor to highlight both the power and fragility of human civilization. Dharker describes the thin, humble material nothing less than a symbol for all of human existence. In the fourth stanza, Dharker creates vivid imagery so the reader imagines buildings as paper. It may take longer, but even buildings, which seem permanent, are prone to collapse and destruction. Nothing about humanity, not even the creations it leaves behind, is truly permanent. The poem expands on this idea by turning to maps. Maps symbolize the human ability to adapt to the environment whilst also remaining vulnerable to the extreme conditions that might come about in the natural world. Receipts from grocery stores, meanwhile, falling out of people's pockets or thrown into bins, represent the illusion of money, another way that humankind imposes its power on the world. The poem is that life or power is never meant to last. The poem circles back on itself with this thought, returning to the subject of human life itself. Paper is transformed in the speaker's imagination into your skin, which could be the skin of the reader, but equally could apply to anyone. The poem thus ends by emphasizing both the fragility and the power of being alive, with all the possibilities and risks that living brings. Our second theme to explore is connection. Tissue explores the importance of human connection. The poem is in fact partly inspired by a real event in Dharker's life. She found an old copy of a Quran. Her father had written various information about people's birthdays, deaths and so on, similar to what is described in the poem. Of this event, she said, "Looking at it, I felt a connection to him that we had lost for years." Papa, in other words, allows for connections between different points in time and space, and this connection, the poem implies, is part of what gives life meaning. The poem also looks briefly at how paper connects humankind to its environment. Maps allow for graphic representation of rivers, roads, railways, mountains, and so on, which in turn help people to navigate the world more easily, and in doing so, to connect with people. Paper also forms connections on a smaller scale in an individual's day-to-day life, the paper trail of receipts leaving behind a picture of where that person was and what they did, script over numbers over line. These three nouns emphasize the incredibly wide-ranging importance of paper, from religious scripture to mathematics and science to art and culture. These things, the poem ultimately suggests, are of the highest importance because they are the things that structure culture, society, and life itself, more so than any brick, couture, or block. Whereas capitals and monoliths are the products of pride and grand design, it's the connection between people and across generations, however physically insubstantial, that really matter. I hope you found this helpful. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.